outside and working.
There's mom. First batch was that house. Well, I went to Thompson to get some of them.
I haven't yet.
But they're closed up. So, yeah. I've got a couple of them home. All the covers are gone.
Yes, they're on my desk. Spray them once, spray them some more. So I keep them there. It's easier to wipe this down. Yes. Go ahead and start the meeting this morning. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Wasn't tracking?
Right here's one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a treat. We're going to conduct business today. We don't have a whole lot on the agenda. I'd like to just remind everybody we are trying to conduct business the best we can. And we have some things that we want to get done today, and we had some things we felt like we needed to meet today for some emergency requests. And so we're going to start with that. First of all, we're going to start with some good news from the engineering department. And start out with Larry. He has some great news for the county. It's nice to have some good news sometimes.
Sure. I've got a memo here to the fact that we applied for the community crossings grant. I know there was a press release last week, but we haven't officially met since then. So this is just a memo detailing the award from NDOT for the county of the max of $1 million for the community crossings project for the first round of the 2020 funding. I do have the roads listed on there, so I can go and run down through those if you want. As part of the application, the roads that were applied for were Old Paris from State Line to the Bennett Lane, Thralls Road from Sunflower to Keegan, Park Avenue, 13th to Mill Dam, Grant Avenue, Clinton to Rosedale, Oregon Church, Sullivan to 41, Louisville Road, Blackhawk to Canal, and Fry Road, State Road 46 to Margaret. So that'll go a long way towards our goals of improving the quality of the road system in Vigo County, and it helps out tremendously. So,
Well, thank you, Larry, and we do appreciate it in these times that I know going through and getting these requests and getting this done. Community Crossings Grant is a big thing for us, and we sure appreciate it. And I know it's a lot of work to get done, and the people of Vigo County will have a lot better roads and sure be a big help. We appreciate what you've done.
right. And between between this grant and the grant from last year, so that'll be a total of $4 million of paving work that we do in the summer. So citizens will be seeing some work going on, throughout the county, and some prep work for some of these roads to get these overlays done and everything.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Mr. Kearns.
My pleasure.
What projects are we doing?
You mean as far as day-to-day stuff or these? Right now, we're working on the drainage structures for the first round of the community crossings the award that we got late last year.
East Milner.
Milner from Chamberlain to Maine, Dallas Road from 159 to County Line, Sanford Road. They've done all the drainage structures out there, and they got those all patched in last week. Sullivan Place, we've just been working on Sullivan Place from Curry South to 246. We've got a little bit of work to do on French Drive. They'll be seeing from 63 to Battle Row. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but I think that's all of them.
The other big projects in the county, not necessarily us, but affected us in a long way, along 40.
Correct.
They've been doing lane closures, I think tree cutting right now.
Yeah, they did tree removal, so under the environmental restrictions, all the trees had to be cut down by April 1st. So they dropped all those before that date, and then it looks like they're currently in the process of cleaning that up. I did get some information from the state that they have the contractor has actually built a few of these boardwalks in other communities, and they had an alternative design that they would like to NDOT to consider, which could be a significant cost savings. So it could be some money coming back to the county at the end of this. I think it's going to save on the order of $1 to $2 million. Depends on if they can get all of it approved or not. Has to do with right now there's so many spans. I think there were 26 spans, and they're going to cut it down. Or I can't remember what it was. Maybe I might be misquoting that, but they're going to try to cut the spans, the number of piers in half. So that'll save a lot of work and a lot of money.
Okay.
You shared with us about 159 for people that may be watching this.
The communication that I received is they're going to be doing some patching on 159. They're also, NDOT's doing some patching on 40 as well. So those are state projects that will affect, the community as we go forward. We've been out doing some patching ourselves on some of the roads that have been, more significant. And then here in the next week or so, we're going to start ramping up some of the prep work for some of these community crossings projects.
I know all of us, Brad and I in particular, get complaints literally daily about 159, so it's out of our hands that it looks like we can deal with this.
Yep.
Well, and they're doing, I was out there over the weekend, and they're doing complete cutouts and running strips along the edge. So they're not just patching, they're actually doing cutouts and putting in some more base, and then paving over that. It's a lot better because we had so much break off on the edges, and then of course guys out there picking up trash and stuff, too.
Yeah.
And I noticed, and if you're talking to Bobby today on Canal, we've at Ferry and Canal, we've got almost a truckload of trash sitting there that have been collected.
Ferry,
and picked
okay.
up. It's got some tires.
Rusty knows about that one.
Okay.
He does know. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'll
just wanted
double check, make sure they get it today.
to make sure. It's been sitting there for a few days, and I'd sure like to get it up.
And I actually I got a little rock on my trailer, so
Yeah.
but I talked to Rusty on Friday. Said that
Yeah,
because the trash baggers have been going full throttle.
they are.
Right.
They've got more and more people helping them, so it's just getting more trash, which is great.
But we just don't want it to blow around once we
Sure.
get it stacked
Yep.
and then knocked over or something like that.
This is
Somebody
all
knocked it
bagged,
over.
right?
It's bagged, but there's also tires and some big pieces that can't be bagged. So it's going to take almost a whole truckload. So,
I'll make sure, if they haven't got it, I'll make sure they get it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
okay. No, I didn't come that way this morning, but it was over the weekend. I did see it there.
An
Might have
interesting
been.
observation. There's a section where we put cameras up because somebody's throwing almost like clockwork 4 beer cans and small ones each evening in the location. Well, since all this started, beer cans have stopped being tossed. So we're assuming that our culprit is at home quarantine right now. So that there's another benefit from it, so we have less trash being tossed out. I've got a lot of footage on the trail cameras of people walking and biking.
Yeah, a lot of people out. Okay,
Thanks, Larry.
thank you, Larry.
Problem.
The next thing we do have, Michael, you have some things with the engineering department.
That's correct, Commissioner. Thank you. The first item that I'd like to consider is a professional services agreement with Christopher B. Burke Engineering, LLC, who has agreed to provide the City of Terre Haute, Vigo County, Town of Sealyville, Town of West Terre Haute, Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, Indiana State University, and Ivy Tech Community College, and the Terre Haute and Honey Creek Conservancy districts, a updated stormwater quality management plan, Part C with exhibits. They've estimated the total cost of this project to not to exceed $6,000, and the city and the county have agreed to evenly share the cost of this proposal to provide uniform standards to all those municipalities who operate under the stormwater quality management plan. So this is a project that the sanitary board has already approved back in March, and if you have any questions about it, Larry would be happy to try to answer them, or I would.
Or that 50/50 split is part of our existing interlocal agreement. Pretty much the county and the city are splitting the costs for the MS4 stormwater quality management plan between our two entities, even though it serves, the county as a whole as far as Rose-Hulman, ISU, other entities. So we're also looking at in the future how that gets split out and how those costs get shared amongst all the co-permittees other than just the city and the county.
Thank you. I have a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The other contract for the engineering department relates to County Bridge number 37, which is at Farmersburg Street over Terman Creek, nearly a mile north of State Road 246. This has been designated as a select historic bridge, and a historic bridge alternative analysis has been requested. That historic bridge alternative analysis provides a public hearing process that was not originally anticipated in the contract, and so this is a contract amendment for $7,500.
Yeah, Michael, if I can too,
Yeah.
in addition to that, the environmental process as well has triggered a couple of these. So with this project, we're going to do some stream relocation. We have some severe scour on one of the abutments that we're trying to mitigate. Part of that is a little bit of stream realignment. In that process, DNR Army Corps requested a public hearing for those activities as well. So it's above and beyond what normally the public hearing process would be for just a historic bridge structure. So it's a not to exceed fee in there. And it just entails all the public involvement, reaching out to the property owners and anybody who's affected by this stream realignment.
Does that bridge impede the farmers from going across that bridge? I know as some of the historical bridges have
It is pretty
beat up basically because they're
Yeah.
not designed to take farm equipment.
This one hasn't been damaged that I can see from any farm equipment, so I don't anticipate there's too many large, farm equipment going across it. It could be restrictive. It does have the rails on it, so it does have. It is. I can't remember the exact width of it, but it's not overly wide. But the main issue with it right now is it's being eroded on the abutment, so it could get washed out. So.
Okay.
So this is with VS Engineering, who was, the original engineering firm on the bridge, and as Larry indicated, it's just a slight contact increase for the additional duties associated with the environmental and historic bridge analysis.
How much alignment will that stream see?
Not a lot. Right now, upstream of the structure, it comes in at a curve. So it kind of curves, gets back to the bridge, and then has to go through the, under the bridge at that point. What they're going to do is they're going to just move that out about 20 feet and then armor that bank so that erosion can't, so that creek can't keep walking its way towards the roadway and the abutment. So.
I have a motion.
Make a motion to approve the agreement, or the extra amount to the agreement.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Is that all
Thank
you
you.
have?
That's all I got. Unless you got any other questions.
Okay. Thank you again.
Thanks, Larry.
Michael?
The only other item that is on the agenda was a request from Doreen Hornicky, the Director of Vigo County Emergency Management. she has indicated a need to procure about, as I understand it, $30,000 worth of personal protective equipment that she is in need of for supply chains that just haven't been filled by FEMA or the Indiana State Department of Health. And process was accomplished in the June, July, August portion of 2019. So she has made a request to, go through the same process as far as the claims procedure, verifying that with invoices and doing it in such a fashion that it would be eligible for FEMA reimbursement once this public health emergency has subsided.
Well, we have a need, and we need to get that, so.
The protocol now is the State Department of Health gives us PPE based off an ask from the health department. And we've been seeing a very low percentage come our way from what we're trying to get. So EMA has gone out of that chain to buy goods. Hand sanitizer has been a big thing, masks if they can find them. And so this just helps in that process where we're very gracious of what the state's providing. So, where we recognize that homeless shelters, fire departments, EMS agencies, first responders need the material. So when EMA procures them, they have a distribution system in place based off request. Today, we're getting 51 bottles of hand sanitizer that actually they got the hand sanitizer from Cardinal Spirits in Bloomington, but they've been buying that. EMA's been buying it on their own, bringing it in bulk, packaging them in small containers to then be distributed. So this helps them in that process. As we all know, their budget's busted, so
Sure.
this helps them move forward.
Can I have a motion, Kearns?
Yep. Make a motion to approve the funding, the additional $30,000 in funding for EMA to use as needed for supplies.
And people know we are going to track all these things and make sure that we get every reimbursement that we can get. So I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. At this time, any comments from the commissioners?
No, I think things are going smoother than probably what I thought. Department heads, elected officials, they know what they need to do. We talked to them, was it last Tuesday afternoon, and it sounds like people got plans in place. It's uncomfortable, but I got some feedback from somebody yesterday through a permit process that they were impressed as to how smooth it went, considering what's going on. So, we're doing what we can. We're reactionary because none of us planned for this, but I think we're reacting pretty well.
And I think the other office holders and management of the departments that are, done a good job. So we still got to conduct business, and we appreciate them coming in to do their work to keep business going in the community also. Great. All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, I got some claims and minutes.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
Oh, you got them? Ooh,
Yeah.
you
Did you
got
see the minutes? Yeah. I looked at them.
I got St. Patrick's Day minutes, March 17th. Don't have last week's yet.
I have.
I reviewed it when Karen had it. Do you want Brad to
March
look at it real
17th.
quick?
Yeah.
Because you wanted it approved for today, right? Or you want us to approve it today?
Yeah.
Sorry, I did not.
There's not a whole lot there. There's a nice speech by you recorded in there, so
Let me look at that.
we're gonna print that up and put it on the wall there in the Freedom Shrine. Tammy, that was funny.
Okay, I'm good with it.
Okay, make a motion to approve the minutes from the 17th
Yes.
of March.
I'll second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Minutes.
And I got claims for March 14th to the 20th for $1,830,243.63.
I have that one.
And March 21st through the 27th for $424,861.67. And April 4 through April 10 in the amount of $3,089,136.88.
What docket date do you have on that one?
The
We
last
did
one?
the other ones.
We did not, we had them
Oh,
last
okay.
week, but I don't think we approved.
I thought they had, but. Okay,
Yeah, we
And that-
approved those. We did that last
just
meeting.
haven't signed.
Right, okay. Well, I knew we had brought them.
We've got this
Okay,
one.
so docket 4/8/2020?
Yep.
Okay,
April 4 to 10, $3,089,136.88.
got it. We already had this one, so. Okay,
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you.
Hey, Jim, real quick, these distributions that we approved today, well, how soon will that get to them? That local income tax shares?
It's already gone.
So they already have the money.
Yeah.
We're just approving it after the fact. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
However, we will have
Yeah,
maybe French next
Thursdays.
trying to figure out process a place to put the claims, especially for the departments. And I don't want to know those. John Childs this morning, maybe box pass this area. That way, that is start getting processed.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you guys? Unless you have another way to drop off spots.
Sounds
Makes
good.
sense, makes sense, because people can come in the door that have done stuff at home even and drop it off if they
That's
need
what I was trying to
to.
figure out is a central location.
Well, if somebody comes Monday, they grab a handful and go in and do whatever they need to do.
Yes. So that was the first, second thing you talked about tracking. Email also say they're playing special notice. COVID-19. Put that in with the plan. Or basically.
Okay.
Thought,
Yeah. But isn't there a slot now for the treasurer's office out there?
there he is. and
But-
I'm
I
glad
don't think
to do
there'll
that.
be enough room in that
That's
box.
what Nancy and I talked to.
Yeah.
Our gracious sweet no tax bill last.
Yeah,
Saw that in the paper.
thanks a lot.
So that being said, I'm also excited because now the daughter's office, all calls forwarded to that. I grab all the calls.
Have most people been getting their claims to you?
Here and there, but it's like hit and miss. They email me.
Some of them were confused, I think, on,
Yes. I just said, really, that I did, John, kind of play with that.
I think that's the best
Trying to keep.
way.
sometimes it's building,
Right.
All right.
trying to get claims processed.
Sure.
Can you get a box or a file thing or something put together so they can just put it on there? A slide tray, just a tray there where you can stack them or whatever.
Just a,
If not, I got a basket.
We can have a craft hour where you can do some crafts.
I'm the one that makes the bad
I'm sorry.
jokes.
I don't have, we've already
I thought that was pretty good. so.
been on. Trying to do what I can, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a great
That's a great
idea.
idea. So you take care of that and we'll have our craft thing and get it done. Well, I know most of them have been trying to get the claims and get them to you, and I know there was some confusion if they would need to be emailed or done, and like you said, a lot of that stuff could have,
Down if they ask to,
Would it be easier for me to drop off the box?
but eventually we're required to have the original
right.
after that, so. I'll work with someone. Okay.
But I'm sure the employees are very pleased that the payroll's getting done, and we appreciate you guys
And that's
coming in and
always a
doing that.
reminder to tell them, absolutely.
Okay. I think that was the question,
And
that
absolutely email payroll, because
you track
we've
it.
got her set up. Most of that. But it's emailing payroll.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Guys, thanks for working, doing what you're doing. We'll keep trucking along.
Here's your stack, Karen.
No.
So on that one, you know how to use the right pinch.
Yeah, pinch the wire
Bring it.
on the nose.
You have it up here.